Hello and good afternoon, everyone. Let us start today's a webinar. So let me share my screen with all of you guys. Uh, Here I'm sharing my screen, and I have logged in to one school, one client of our Educloud Infotech, right? So the main agenda, the main purpose behind holding this Educloud webinar is introducing you guys with the exam result and analytics module. So we have one brilliant module, which is the examination module. You are already might be familiar with it, but we might learn a few more things or many more things in today's webinar. So let us start. Let us just start with the today's webinar. So let me start my webinar with my presentation slide. So let's say here I am with my presentation, which is a Educloud webinar with exam result and analytics. So when we talk about the Educloud exam module, we will deal with all these five things. First is exam dashboard, then it is grading, then it is type and exam results, and in the last analytics. So what are all these things? Why are all these things integrated with the examination module that is very integrated with all these pages, or we can say all these types. So let's say I want to introduce the learning management system, and I want to introduce the examination module in my school. So what are the steps which I need to follow to implement this examination module of Educloud? So first of all, we let me show you one school which has a exam dashboard which looks like this. Can you see this? Let me show you some of the months. Let's say I'm opening 1 July 2021 exam module, exam dashboard. And in this dashboard, as you can see, we have a number of exams. Can you see this? These small tabs are individual examinations of a particular class and particular subjects. So we have might be that there might be 2,250 exams per month. So the number might go high, but as you can see, there are a lot of exams, right? A lot of exams. So this is just to show you guys that how we can benefit from this examination module. So let's say this school is using this examination module quite perfectly, right? So I will get an example of this school and show you guys that how these guys are benefited and how you also can be benefited from this. So let me start. Let me introduce this examination module one after another. So our first is, let's say, exam dashboard. And in this exam dashboard, let me introduce you guys with some of the features. So in exam dashboard, the very first feature is filters on exam dashboard. So let me go to my exam dashboard. So can you see here the filter or search exam in the left side panel of my exam dashboard? So from all these number of exam, I'm pretty confused that which exam is of which subject and which standard. So I'm pretty confused. I want to use this search or filter feature. So I'm selecting standard 10th English medium standard 10th hai. And let's say I want to search also for English medium standard 10B. So I'm selecting both this subject, both these standards. And let's say I want to search the exam for English subject, for Gujarati subject, for Hindi subject as well. Let's say I'm selecting Sanskrit. So in short, you can select as many classes as you want, as many subjects as you want, and as many exam types as you want. So I'm selecting just this weekly test and clicking on this search. So I'm getting all these exams with this particular search filter. Only and only those exams which have exam type as weekly test, which subject has English, Gujarati or Sanskrit, and classes have English medium standard 10A and standard 10B. So other than this, I will not get any other exam. So this is how the search filter works. You can search a number of filters. You can search a number of exam types. You can search a number of exam subjects as well. So let me select English medium standard 11 science A, and I'm selecting this subject all and selecting this exam type as well. Okay, so there might be a number of exams with this particular subject. Let's say there is one subject in 11th science that is all, that is they might be taking the combined exam of all these three subjects, that is physics, chemistry, and mathematics. Okay, so this is how the search filter works. You guys can search all of your exams, and you can just get the organized view with this Educloud examination module. So this will definitely benefit you if you implement this. So this is how it works, the examination dashboard search filter. What is the next thing? The next thing is month view, week view, and day view. So let's say I want to search in particular week, then in this particular week, how many exams I have in a particular searched filter. So let me click on this week. So in this week, I don't have any exam. Let me go to next week, one exam. Next week, I have a one exam each at all these 5 days. Next week, I have all these 5 days. Next week, I have different times, but I do have exam, right? So this is the way you can change your view, and you can just get your exams filter. And if you click on this day view, so you will get all the exams on that particular day. So let's say in Tuesday, I have one particular exam of a daily test, English medium standard 11 science A.
Only 17 participants are there.
Okay. Yes, ma'am. Yes. No problem. Our webinar will go as per the schedule, and you will also get the recording of this Educloud webinar if you want. Right? So let me go to my next feature. Let's say I think everybody is clear with this filter or search exam, and everybody is also clear with this month view, week view, and day view. You can search, you can sort everything you can do with this search and filter exam, and month view, week view, and day view. What is the next feature? That is next feature is exam creation. And when we create one exam, we have multiple options. Let me reset it. If I want to reset these filters, I don't want to remove them individually. Let me click on this reset, and everything will be reset. Okay, can you see all the exams combined at once now? Okay, so that is how the reset button works. So let me click on this add exam. When I click on add exam, I'm getting three options. First is quick add, multi add, and add component exam. So let me first click on this quick add. And let me select my exam type. Yes, this is important. This is pretty much important in terms of all the schools. Every school needs to implement this feature really very perfectly. I will show you the importance of this exam type in a couple of minutes. So let me first explain you guys that how this exam type and grading works. So let me click on this exam type configuration. And from this exam menu, there is a third option called type. So that is the exam type configuration. When I click on that, I'm getting to this dashboard of exam type configuration. In this exam type configuration, I have a couple of exam types. So what are these exam type? How will it benefit it? So let's say you have a couple of exam types. First is weekly test. You are taking monthly test. You are taking you are taking annual exams. You are taking a 6-month exam, or you can say half yearly exam. Whichever the exam type you are taking, you should configure it in this exam type configuration. How you can configure it? So let me show you guys. Let's say add exam type. There is a blue colored button called add exam type. When I click on this, I'm getting to type the name. So let me give, let's say, half yearly exam. And let me add the marks as 100 marks and select division. You can select division, but if you don't want to select any division, you just can. Okay. So let me now go forward to this grade level optional, contribution setting optional, and component setting optional. And the very much important part of this exam type configuration is grade level. What is grade level? Let's say I have one grade level called weekly test. And what are these weekly test and grade level? So let me introduce that also to you all guys. So let's say in exam menu, there is a fourth option called grading. When I click on this grading, I'll be redirected to one another. Submit. Okay. Let me click on this grading, and from this grading, I'm getting this option and to add grade tag. So let me add one grade tag, and let me put the grade name. Let's say half yearly grading system. And I'm clicking all these buttons of calculation tag because I want all these calculation. I want rank, I want percentiles, I want grades, and I want percentages as well when I calculate my result. And grade structure based on percentage. Okay, so let me add those ranges. What are the ranges that works? Let's say we often hear you obviously you all might be familiar with with these grade limits. So let's say there is one grade called A plus, and when you get A plus grade, from lower limit is 91 and upper limit is 100. So in short, whenever a student scores anything, any marks between 91 and 100, he will be accommodated. He will be provided A plus grade. Okay, so this is how you can add all these grade boundaries. Let's say I'm adding 81 and 90 and so forth, and to and fro. I can add multiple ranges, as many ranges as I want. Okay, so here I'm not creating any grades because I have already one grading available with me. Its name is weekly test, and when I click on this weekly test, I'm getting this grading limit. So A plus is between 91 and 100, and similarly A, B plus, C, B, C plus, C, and so on. Okay, so this is how you can create grading tags. So we have created the grading boundaries. How we can attach them with our exam type. So let me go to this exam type configuration again and click on this grade level optional. When you click on this grade level optional, grade level and select grade level, you can select this weekly test. Okay, and let me then you can click on this save, and your grade level, your grading boundary will be attached with this exam type. Okay, so now let me get back to this exam dashboard and clear all your doubts regarding to grading and exam times once again. So let me go to this exam dashboard. Let me select one exam type, which is weekly test, and I'm selecting one exam of, let's say, English medium LKG. And let me, there is no subject available. So let me click on this English medium standard first A. And there is a, let's say, let me plan one exam of a computer. Okay, so the exam name will be automatically prepared and will be typed, automatically typed in this name field. And after that, you will be able to change your marks and add those syllabus. Let's say first a unit and the description. First exam. This is definitely, obviously not the first exam for this school, but I'm creating this for just a demo. And let me create it. And when I create it, it is one draft is being prepared, which I can just drag and drop to a particular date range. Okay, so in that date range, let's say I'm putting this exam on 6th of August. That is weekly test English medium standard first day. So when I click on this, I'm getting all these exam detail attached with this particular exam. And then let's say there is one exam type and there is one grade level. When if I don't want any grade levels with this, okay, so there are particular scenarios. Let me introduce those first. So let's say grading. I have already introduced you grading. Let's say you can create new gradings. You can select boundaries for a particular grade. You can attach them with the particular exam type that I have already explained in my Flutter school. Okay, and then exam type. Let's say how you can manage the exam type with a particular exam. There could be some exams without grading and without exam type. There could be some exams with grading and without exam type. There could be exams without grading and with exam type. Okay, do you understand? Can you cope up with this scenario? So, and the last part is exam with grading and with exam type, the ideal way. How are these scenarios getting to these boundaries? So let's say I'm adding one exam, quick exam, and I'm don't selecting any exam type. I'm just creating one exam of this computer, and total marks is 25. And then I'm selecting, I'm not putting any syllabus. Let me First unit, let me write it and test. Okay, then I'm creating it and I'm dragging and dropping it on this Friday, 6th August. Okay, so can you see this exam type? There is no exam type attached with this exam. So there is one exam which has no exam type, no grade level. There is one exam with the exam type and with the grade level as well. So let me show you guys the drawback of not putting any exam type and any grade level. If you want to add those grade level, you can click on this grade and select any grade. Let me select weekly test and click on this save. So my this particular exam is now attached one grade level. Okay, and this particular exam now has one grade level, but it has no exam type. So now I want to add the exam type as well. So I'm clicking on this edit and selecting my exam type, that is weekly test, and I'm clicking on this update. So now this particular exam as well, which has exam type. Okay. Okay, you can change the details if you want to. Right. Okay, so this is the way you can update all your exams. So now see, can you see this particular exam has a exam type and grade level as well. So what is the drawback of not putting or not attaching any exam type, any grade level? When you generate your result, and the result will be generated without any grades, without any percentages, without any ranks, and without any percentiles. So this is the major drawback of this particular use case. So what is the ideal way? Ideal way is first action task is create your grade boundaries from this grading. Okay, when you go to this grading, add your grading boundaries. Let me show you one grading boundary. This is how your grading boundary looks like. It can be different. It can be slightly different or much more different, but you need to create your grade boundaries. After creating your grade boundaries, your second action task will be go to this exam type, and from this exam type, click on this. You can add those exam, and you have this grade level optional. Click on this grade level, select one grade level from this drop down menu, and your exam type will be attached with this grade boundaries. So this is your second action task. And the third action task is, when you create one exam, let's say I'm adding one exam of multi-ed, and when I click on this multi-ed, I'm getting an option to select exam type. So every single time, if whether I'm getting any quick ed exam or multi-ed or ed component exam, I need to select any one exam type for sure. It will hugely benefit us while we will be creating the report cards for this exam. See, report card and report studio will be a major modules of Educloud when you are done with your exams and we are about to prepare your results. Okay, so all those results, all those report cards will be definitely dependent on this exam type. So please, I request you all to attach those exam types with your exams. If you are creating quick ads, if you are creating multi ads, don't forget to attach one exam type. So what are the difference between quick ad, multi ad, and ad component exam? So let me show you guys quickly. Let's say I'm clicking on this quick add and selecting any test type, exam type. So in quick add, I will be able to only create exam for one particular subject. Okay, is this clear? And in the next part, in multi-ed, I will be able to select multiple classes and its multiple subjects, whichever the types I want, whichever the number of exams I want, I will be able to add those exams for multiple classes and multiple subjects. So this is how you can use quick add and multi-ed. And what is add component exam? Add component exam is used for a parent subject and a child subject. And how is this work, how this works? So let's say my subject is science and there is one child subject called chemistry. Okay, so I'm taking one exam of a science subject, and then I want to contribute the exam marks of my subject, of my child subject chemistry as well. So I will create one component exam and add those component exam in my exam dashboard, and then I will go further as per the regular my chronological order. So this is the way we can deal with exam type. The next part is question paper. I hope you guys are well understood with this exam dashboard, all these features, right? So this is how you can add search filters. You can use your month, week, and day view. You can add exams. You can drag and drop all your drafts. You can reset, and you can create some grade boundaries, and you can create some exam types. And finally, attach your grade boundaries with your exam type, so that you might not be needed to go to particular exams and attach all these grade boundaries with your exam types. So this is how we deal with it. So in the next part, let me go to this exam question paper. So here I'm in a question paper type. So before creating your question paper, you need to, let's say, what is the basic element to create a question paper? Your question bank, which I already introduced you guys in the previous webinar. Okay. So in previous webinar, I have already introduced you guys with the question bank. Okay, once you prepare the question bank, what your next step would be to create one question paper. Your next step would be to create question paper type. How can you create those question paper type? You can go to this learning and click on this question paper type. You will be able to see this question paper type configuration dashboard. Let's say I'm clicking on this add new question paper type. I'm selecting one type. Let's say annual question paper blueprint. Okay. And what are the types of question? Let's say practice test and online exam. There are two types of this question paper. So what are the basic difference between it? Online exam and practice test. Okay. So online exam is, there is a one basic difference between both these two exam types. What is it? When a student gives an online examination, he completes the examination, he will only get a message that congratulations, you have submitted your exam successfully. And when a student gives a practice test, what is the difference between online exam and practice test? Is, let's say a student is giving a practice test. Once he finishes his practice test exam online, immediately after clicking on submit button, he will be getting all his question analysis, which question has got right, which question has got wrong. So at the micro or brief analysis of all his questions will be get, and his result will also be given to him immediately after he submits the exam. His grade level, his marks, his percentages, all these things will be available to him just after clicking on the submit button. Okay, so this is the basic difference between online examination and practice test. Okay, so let me click here on online exam and question paper type, multi-choice and mix. Let me click on this multi-choice. And let's say, what is the difference between these two as well? Let me introduce you that as well. So that is, multi-choice means MCQ exam, right? You all are familiar with the MCQ examination, which different schools and different boards in universities are taking. And what is the mixed exam? Mixed exam is, let's say, some of the questions are of MCQ type and some of the questions are of other types. That can be multiple choice questions, that can be optional type as well, and descriptive type as well. And what is the, let me click on multi-choice here. And what is the difficulty level of question paper? Difficult, moderate, or easy. You can select as per your convenience, and then click on this add. So let's say I have created one question paper type. What is the next step? I need to create the question paper. So let me go to learning and click on this question paper. When I go to this question paper, I will be getting this LMS question paper dashboard. From this dashboard, I need to select my course. Let's say I'm selecting grade 1 and I'm selecting my subject as Gujarati. Let's say, let me click on this get question paper. And when I get question paper, I have a couple of examples, let's say 3 question papers with me. If I want to add a new question paper, then you have buttons here as well, and in the last as well, add new question paper. Let me click on this add new question paper. I can fill the details. Let's say title, demo question paper, and its type is weekly test, or let's say annual question paper blueprint, which is we just created. Right, so it is of 100 marks. Select hours, and it is 1 hour and 30 minutes. Okay, If you want to give some of the instructions, you can add those instructions here. Okay, so this is the instruction, and I'm clicking on this save. So that my question paper is created. And what is the last part of this exam question paper creating? Exam question paper setup. Here you can read that note. Let's say note is, please click on question paper setup button to add questions in question paper. So there is a button, there is a gray colored button, which is question paper setup. Let me click on this, and how I can use my question bank's question to be added in this particular question paper. So let me search my chapter. Let's say I want to add some of the topics, or add some of the questions for unit number 1, and I'm clicking on this get repo question. So I'll be getting all the questions which is already present in this unit number 1. So let's say I want to add these first 5 questions. So I'm clicking on this plus button, and this plus button are getting turned into green color button. And after I add and select all these questions which I want to add in my question paper, I will click on this, click here to add in question paper. Once I click, and the questions are added successfully. Okay, so my question paper in short is ready. Okay, ready to be attached. Okay, then how can I attach one question paper with my exam? Okay, so let me show you that as well. Okay, so let me quick add my exam. Quick add class 1A subject number 1, and the marks is 100. Okay, let me create it, let me schedule it, and let me attach one question paper with it. Okay, can you see I have forgot to add those exam type? So let me click back. Let me select weekly test, and the exam type is updated successfully, and my grade level is also updated now. So let me now click on this attach question paper. Can you see all this question paper? And there is a one question paper with the same marks as this exam is. So let's say my exam is of 50 marks, and I want to attach a question paper which has 100 marks. So that is not possible. So you want to select those question paper only with the exact marks as per the exam. And let me click on this attach with the exam. So when I click on this attach with exam, I'm getting this dialog box, which is start date, end date, and start time, end time. Please read these notes given below this selecting start and end times and dates. Okay, so let me introduce you guys. Let's say my start date is, let's say I'm going to take my exam on 11th August, and it will start on, let's say 5 p.m. Right? So I'm selecting 5 p.m. If you don't select any end date and end time, the system will automatically take the question paper's time as the end time. Okay, so is this clear? If I'm not selecting any end time, so what was the timing of my question paper? It was 1 hour and 30 minutes, if you just remember. Okay, so exam end date will be automatically taken to 6:30 p.m. That is 1 hour and 30 minutes from 5 p.m. So this is how we can deal with it. So let me click on this exam end time and the date. Let me click on this attach. Okay, so my question paper is attached successfully. So this is how we can deal with our examination question papers. So we have already seen this question paper type, online examination, practice test difference. We have already seen create question paper setup that I just explained you guys, and question fetch from the question bank, which is already explained. Okay, I have attached question paper and set start time and end time of the attached question papers exam. Okay, so this is what we have just seen in the practical demo. Okay, so now let me go to this exam result. Okay, so let me go to this exam result. And when I click on this exam result, I'm getting this exam result dashboard. You can see a number of filters here. You can see my exams as well, and you can see upcoming exams as well, and you can see uncompleted data, modified result, published result as well. So these are the quick tabs, right? Can you just understand these quick tabs meaning? So whenever I want to quickly sort out my exams, let's say when I'm clicking on this upcoming exam, these all exams are scheduled in advance, in well advance, right? Can you see these exams from August? These are the exams of September, and October as well. I'm getting all these exams. There is a number of exams this school is using, right? So we can also get some of the encouragement from these client of Educloud as well. So let me introduce you guys with this filters. So let me click on this exam search, and let's say let me click on 12th standard English medium 12th science A, and let me click on this search button. So I will get all the exams of this English medium standard 12th science A. If I want to select any exam type, then I can do it. Let's say I want to search the weekly test. I'm selecting weekly test and click on search. So these are the weekly tests. Let's say I want to add some of the daily tests. So I'm selecting daily test and clicking on search. So these are my daily tests. And as for the same way, you can also select the subject. It's I'm selecting physics, and you can see this physics has three exams which are already result is published. So in this particular search filter, you can get the name of exam, class, exam type, subject, date range, and the result status of this particular exam. So let's say I want to edit the examination type of this particular exam. So how can I do it? So let me click on this type, and when I click on this daily type, I will be able to change the type of this examination. If I want to turn the change of this examination, I can turn its type. And if I want to edit the marks of the examination, that is also possible from this dashboard as well, as you can see on my screen. Okay, so I'm currently not changing anything because it's a live school. It's a running school, so I'm not changing anything. So let me find here one exam type is without any exam type. This exam has no exam type. So let me click on it. Let me select daily test as its exam type, and let me click on this refresh button. So my exam type will be updated. Okay, so let me click on this, and can you see this exam had no exam type which it, so this is now turned into daily test. So this is how you can update all these things. So this is the filters and searching and sorting techniques. So in this exam result, I have already introduced you guys with this exam result filter, quick filter, and my exam and status of this examination. Let's say I want to update the marks of the exam and types of the exam, which is already just introduced by me in the running school, in the demo school of this Educloud. So my next step is to enter the marks, to calculate the marks result and publish the result. So let's say there is one exam of this, let's say, let me select this scheduled exam of 10th August, daily test, English medium standard 11th science B and all. Let me go to this detail, and there is a status is scheduled. Let's say I want to add the exam results, and let's see if you are not taking all your exams online, and if your students are coming to your schools physically and giving your exams, then also you can use this examination module of Educloud very efficiently. So let me click on this result, and I'm clicking on this generate result. And after that, I will be able to enter the marks of all the students. So let's say if I want to add the marks, I'm clicking on this marks, and let me select let me clicking on this marks and enter the marks as, let's say, uh, 12 marks, and I'm clicking on this down arrow key, 15 marks, down arrow key, 14 marks. This is how I can do it. And I can also change the status of this particular students as from present to absent. And when I then click on this calculate, the marks will be calculated. Okay, can you see all these grades, percentage, percentile, rank, marks, everything will be calculated. So now let's say I don't want this result. I just don't want this result to be published because it's a live school. So I cannot publish the result from their part. So I'm deleting this result. Okay, so when I click on this delete result, all my result will be deleted. Okay, so this is how you can do it. So let's say I want to calculate the marks, and let's say I want to publish the result. Let me click on this publish. Can you see this publish result? This is the very exciting feature that the Educloud is giving to you guys. So let's say there is a publish button, and you can see the save as published, selected, send, and send button. So let's say I have entered all the marks of all these students in my class. I have calculated those marks. What will be your first step? Entering the marks. What will be your second step? Calculating the marks. And what will be the third step of yours? That is publishing your result. When I click on this publish result, I will be getting this message. Let's say there is messages, all student, all parents, surveys published. What are these buttons? I am not able to understand it. Let me explain this to you, even I'm not getting this completely. Okay, so let's say I know what are the things, but I just want you guys to assume that I don't know it, but I'm going to find it. Come and join with me. So let's say there is one message of default type. Can you see this? And when I click on this all student and all parents, that means when I click on this send button, the result will be sent to all students and all parents via an email and a push notification. And if I want to select it, I want to send the result to a selected subject, students. So I will select two particular students and click on this selected send. So what the system will do? System will send the email result of these two students to them, to their parents and students as well, via an email and via the push notification in the mobile application as well. Okay, so what are these messages and what are this button of show template? So my message is default and then I click on this show template, I'm getting a template that this is how the email will look like when I publish my result. So let's say I want to change this message type. Let me click on this result view. So can you see my template is changed with this result. So when I select my message as result view, all the parents, all the students will get this type of template of their child's result. Okay, so when I click on this save as published or send, so all those students will get this type of template as per the result. And let's say I want to change my message, let's say compare result. So if I want to send a comparison result, so let's say what is the progress from the previous exam, so I need to do one extra thing. What is it? I want to click on this compare button. After I enter all my marks, and then I will click on this calculate, and then I will click on this compare button, and then only I will be able to use this feature of message of compare result, and then finally click on this send. Let's say I want to result with class topper. Can you see this? This template has changed. It will show that all your students' marks, and it will also give another table of one of class toppers result. Let's say my result is of 60 marks and the class topper has 80 or 90 marks. So these are the result of class toppers. So this is the way you can use it. And if you want to add some of the customized, so let's say you want to give some of the customized result messages. So you can also use those. You can use variables, let's say subject name, let's say student ID. You can use as much customization as you want. Okay, so this is the way we can use this feature of publish. So we are also done with this publish result. So let me go to this next. So I have explained this after calculating, I can click on publish, select it and send all, service publish significance and the all these different result message types. Okay, so our last part is exam result analytics. So let me go to this exam result analytics. Where can you find it from this exam? You can find this option third from the last, exam result analytics. Okay, so when I click on this exam result analytics, I'm getting this dashboard of beta. Okay, so let me click my select my class, that is 10th, and let's say English medium standard 10th A, and let me select my exam type as weekly test and click on this get report. When I click on this get report, all my details of these marks of all the students will be available with me with proper data, with proper percentages, proper marks. Okay, and the status of that exam as well for that particular students. You can also copy all this detail. You can also download the Excel file of this particular data by clicking on this Excel button. And let's say if you want to want the details of the one particular subject, like this computer, and say no exam of computer. So let me select one another, that is maths. Let me click on this get report. So can you see if I want to if I want to search my exam results analytics based on any particular scenario, I can do it, right? So you can see also these two buttons of get analytics and get report. We already just seen the get report button, but let me introduce you guys with get analytics data. You have two more buttons, that is individual marks and consolidated percentage. What are those? Let's say I have taken 2 weekly test exams of this math subject. So when I click on this consolidated percentage, my results, my marks of those percentage will be calculated as per the average of both this exam. Did you get it? So this is how the consolidated percentage works. And let me select one grade, that is English medium grade 10, and let me select my date range, and that is 1st May 2021 and 10th August 2021. And let me click on this get analytics data. So when I clicking on this get analytics data, all this analytics will be run, and I will get the achieved mark, out of marks, percentage, rank, all these things. Let's say I want to get all this table data. So when I'm clicking on this table data, the students and the exams he has given will be available with me. There is one another table which is get rank analytics data. So in the rank analytics data, all the students will be given as per their ranks. All the student data will be as per their rank. Okay, so when I click on this get fail analytics data, I will get the tables of all the 4 or 5, whichever the number of class we have as per their count. So let's say in English medium 10th A, the how many fail counts are for English subject. Let's say English has 1 fail count. That means 1 student has failed in English subject. 2 students have failed in math subject. 4 students have failed in Sanskrit subject. So this is the way I can analyze the things. I can analyze the subjects, I can analyze the students, I can analyze the class as well. So this is how we can do it. Okay. And in the later part, let us now start the Q&A session. So if you guys have any questions, now please ask me your questions. Okay. So let us start the question and answer. Just a minute. Okay, yes. Let me start my recording. And there was a question that how we can use this exam Educloud examination module, exam and result module, if my school is taking all this examination offline. So let me click on this add exam. Let me click on this quick add. Let's say I'm selecting my exam type as weekly test, and I'm selecting for the demo, I'm selecting English medium standard 1A, and I'm selecting the math subject, and my total marks is 30. Let's say, let me put it at 30. First unit, and let me add my description as description and create my exam. So the draft of my exam is prepared. Then I need to just drag and drop at my designated date. So my exam is created, and when my exam is created, I just want to I have already taken my my examination in the offline in the school as well. Students have came to school, student physically attended the exam, and the results are already available with me. So when I click on this result button, I will be redirected to the exam result dashboard, and there is another result button when I want to click, and then I will click on this generate result, and then I will be able to see all those marks of the students. Let's say there is a marks column and there is nothing available with this data. So I will just simply click on this, and I will be able to enter the marks of those students. Let's say one student has 19, down arrow key 22, down arrow key 25. So this is how I can enter the marks. When I enter the marks, what will be my next step? It will be calculate. When I calculate the result, grades, percentage, percentile, rank, everything will be calculated. What will be my next step? It will be published. I want to change the result view. I will change it, result with class topper. Show me the template. That is this Saphavan Jetwa has 25 marks out of 30. So he is the topper of the class. He has the highest mark. So this will be the comparison template, which will be sent to all the students and all the parents. And if I want to send this result, I want to publish this result for a particular students. So then I will select those students and click on this selected send. So this is how you can schedule your exam, and you can just publish the result for those students. Okay. So is your question completely answered, ma'am? Do you have any further questions? Okay, okay. I think the participant has got her answer. So can we move forward to the next question? What is the next question you guys have? Please ask me.
Sir,